I don't know. Like, how many times did the United States Marines wear their dress blues in the battle? Never.
Right.
So there, but they have them, right? But the photos always show them in those when you want to recruit, right? So, just like every other army, a lot of stuff they gave you that was these. All we kept these for was polishing.
Yeah.
Rarely do it. I mean, we didn't like arg.
They're gonna wait for
Didn't
you to
happen.
get all the way up to me.
They gave it to you. They said polish it, keep it sharp, and give it back to you when you're done. But you don't use it for anything
I'll put
anymore.
my rifle down, wait for you to
It would work.
so we can sword fight.
It would work in a fight, but we didn't. We weren't.
New York from 1776 until 1783. Charleston fell in 1780, and it would be a lot of the British until the end of the American Revolution in 1783. So, Philadelphia, Boston, go down the list. Every one of the 13 capitals were occupied by British forces during the war. That's not a coincidence. If you looked at the war from European terms, how in the world did the Americans ever win this war? Outnumbered, outgunned. You know, in 1775, the Continental Congress formed a navy without any ships. They form an army. They appoint a commander, some fellow named Washington, I think. They have no money. They have the only armaments they have are old British muskets that have been passed off to the militias, which the British Army was going to retrieve rightfully as the owners in 1775 when they marched into the countryside of Massachusetts to Concord and Lexington to retrieve King's arms. Now, mine's not a King's arm, but if you were to look at some of these fellows here, their King's arms would have the royal cipher of one of King George, either King George II or King George III, the British broad arrow stamped on the lock, on the barrel, and on other parts of the gun. That designates that firearm as property of the king. So the 64th was going to the countryside. They had already taken arms, but on April 19, 1775, they were marching to take British arms from their colonial armament houses,